So, today we're ranking all 5 of the Terminator movies, and, of course, the worst to the best. So, my least favorite to my favorite Terminator movie I've watched. I've seen all of them, but which one is the worst and which one is the best? Number 5, Terminator Genisys. This is easily the worst Terminator movie ever made. Some people say it's the 4th one. No, it's Genisys. Genisys has a really... and if you thought Terminator Salvation being made makes sense, as you'd want to see the Grimms into the future world anyways. But Terminator Genisys is basically a plotline that sort of never happened. What if the Terminator was arrived to save Sarah Connor? Why does this exist? Is this like some fanfiction territory here? This is not even there's the cool Terminator scenes, but those are in really every other movie besides Terminator 4. And it's just a rehash of the first movie, but with differences in this movie. Number 4. Most people say Terminator 3 is worse than Salvation, but Terminator 3 was an ending to a trilogy. Terminator Salvation is still kind of fanfiction. It's not... It's kind of like, oh... The reason why I ranked it's still way better than Terminator Genisys, as it doesn't take a time poop on the franchise. I just like how they keep making these movies, yet they sort of made us right. They came out like 2008. They still realize these movies still make a lot of money, so they made a 5th one, and they're making a 6th one. Terminator Salvation is still okay. It's not bad. It's okay at best. Because it always puts a glimpse into a post-apocalyptic future that was set up in the 3rd movie. So, at least it has grounds to exist. So, and has some cool action scenes where the resistance against the Terminators fight off destroy the Terminator base. And send the Terminator back in time. So we know what happened before the good Terminator was sent back in time to help in Terminator 2. Number 3. Terminator Rise of the Machines. This movie is not bad, like some people say it is. It's a 6 out of 10. Not like a 5 out of 10 like Salvation is. Terminator 3 is pretty good. It has some good action scenes. It has some good CG. Story is okay. It's not the greatest story in the world, but it's passable. This movie is kind of a passable movie. The story makes sense. That the people were mad because they do not like this movie because it retcons Terminator 2's ending, that they delayed the eventual ending of the world, that the ending of the world was only delayed and Judgment Day was eventually bound to happen. I think this is not a bad retcon, and adds more that this was going to happen anyways, and it raises the stakes in this movie to a higher version. Higher, because they know it's unstoppable now and they have to get away. Number 2. Okay, these are the great Terminator movies. These movies are, number 1, number 2, are very similarly ranking, because these movies are both very great. So, Terminator 2, Judgment Day. This movie is basically about Sarah Connor and her son doing stuff, and then the Terminators attack them. She's called insane for saying the Terminators exist, and then they found out the Terminators do exist, and because he was called insane for killing the Terminator, killing a person which was a Terminator in disguise, and the Terminators were sent back, and it also includes a good Terminator. So this movie has lots of good action scenes. It's much better than number 3, okay? It's like an 8 out of 10, 9 out of 10, even 10. It's 10. I think 10 out of 10. The storyline was good. There's actual stakes in this. There's stakes in this movie, like the first one, the 3rd one. The stakes are a bit higher because they're like, unlike number 3, which retcon number 2. They knew the world was gonna end. They know the world's gonna end. The world's gonna be destroyed. If the Terminators are not stopped, if they don't achieve the goal, if Skynet is not stopped. So basically, Terminator 2, great movie. Number 1. Number 1 is the OG Terminator movie. Why I think this one is better than number 2? Simply because it's the OG Terminator movie. introduced us to this universe of the Terminator. And the first and second movies are pretty similar, but the first movie had stakes in it too, because she had to be, someone was sent back in time to keep her alive, keep Sarah Connor alive, and she eventually killed the Terminator. And there was no apocalypse stuff and all that stuff. It was just Terminator was sent back to kill her because they wanted her kid to survive to save the world, the resistance. So the first movie kind of left everybody with a sense of mystery. If this, well, why are these guys sending them here? They didn't even know why they're trying to achieve a goal, but it was really more of just action. And it's just, and all the scenes where all the cops and stuff try to fight the Terminator was like the best scene with the music in it. So easily Terminator 1, the best of the movies. I got them all in the collection. So basically Terminator 1 and Terminator 2 are basically very, very similar scores. On 9 out of 10s or 10 out of 10s. Easy 10 out of 10 score for me. Great movies. And that's all the Terminator movies ranked. Goodbye.